Jeremy with Uppercut. Haven't been messing with video much lately. I've been super busy working with local bands and started tracking again and learning more about that. Man, it is tough. Mixing these, I'm a member of the URM Academy and I do Nail the Mix and all that stuff every month. Well, except for this month. Been too busy. But I take courses and stuff like that, a whole list of them. And they can't teach you about tracking. Most of the courses you get are, like pre-edited tracks. You just mix them and send them out, which, that's all fine and dandy, but tracking, it's really, really tough. I'm learning. It's getting better. But anyway, I'm back with another mixing video. Let's dive into it. It's magic. Anyway, I picked this song off of the Cambridge site. Here's the info. Check it out. It's a band called Lead Incorporated. I picked this one because it's got a lot of DI tracks, a lot of amp tracks, some really great sounding drums, a really great vocalist. She can really, really sing. It's got heavy, it's kind of artistic, it's a little weird. I really dig it. You can find this track, I'll leave a link below. It's Lead Incorporated's Inner Circle. As you can see, I don't own this music. I'm just mixing it for fun and to learn and to keep my mind from destroying itself because it tends to do that. But as you can see, it's 47 tracks, quite a lot. And these days, it's really not. Compared to other stuff, it's a lot. Like the bands that I'm working with now, if we hit 30 tracks, that's for me adding stuff. It's and I'm also learning from mixing these tracks how to double track things correctly and stuff like that. So that's one good thing about seeing these professional sessions like this, where it's all lined up, loaded in. It just looks so nice and pristine. You can guarantee that took a lot of work and a ton of editing. Figuring that part out too. Mixing, for me, was the easy part after being a musician most of my life. But let's check this out. And I'm fucking obsessed with music. Check this out. I'm going to play a little bit of the MP3 just to show you kind of what we'll be trying to mix towards or match or beat. It's our reference track. Here we go. So instantly I was intrigued by those clash chords because I'm working with a guitar player and a band called Neanderthal Jones right now, and they like those clash chords. Man, that stuff is hard to mix without it sounding gurgly, for instance. I mean, a little bit of that is good. Can really turn people off on the very first note. Which they didn't. But I guarantee that it was hard to get to even that point with those clash chords. And then, of course, this drum sound is just sweet. Okay, now let's hear the tracks. I'll mute the reference track and play the actual tracks. So as you can see, I got my work cut out for me. This is going to be fun. I've made a few mixing videos that I really didn't finish working with the song after getting into it. I just wasn't feeling it. So that's one thing also about working with bands. You have to hear this music. If you mix a song, you hear it 1,000 times. It's not that I'm being picky, but yeah, I'm going to be a little bit picky. If I can't make it through one sitting of the demo that you send me, I'm probably just going to pass. Because if I can't give you 100%, then why bother? There's some clean guitar, Tool-esque, and some heavy. Some really cool panning and synth. They keep on working, still out, but no, I'm talking. The breeze drifting by, my body seems to fade. Yeah, I love the emotion in that. It's awesome.
Everything just flows around me. I'm drifting away.
Yeah, and let's hear the actual tracks. And there's no DIs on the tracks that are DI tracks, so you're just going to hear the DI. Yeah. Talk about needing. Yeah.
Everything.
That's going to be tough. Man, ghost notes are hard to mix too. It's hard to gate. I wonder. We'll take a look at those. Wonder if those snare tracks have a lot of bleed. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, and you have to have those. That you're not going to be able to use samples on this very much either unless they've provided them. We'll find out. Yeah, you can't. It's really hard to use like Stephen Slade's trigger on ghost notes. It's real tough. I almost just don't bother. That's when I just do the best with the snare drum I'm given. Yeah, lots of flares. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Anyway, so I'm gonna mute this reference track and bring the volume all the way down in case it accidentally gets unmuted. My first question is this snare drum. All right, it's pretty gated. Check it out by itself. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I can totally dig that. And a trigger. Let's hear the trigger. That's cool. That'll work great with Stevens. Where's these? I'm just gonna start there. I'm super curious about this. I'm gonna throw on trigger 2. See if if this spike that they've sent works. Shit, let's find out. Never tell. Yeah. Gotta try. Now it's gotta do the pace bullshit. Gonna pick my signature snare that I've blended. The one I like the most. Doesn't work on everything though. No, I'm not getting those ghosts. Yeah, there's so much of it in the other though. I'm gonna take it down a little bit. Thing I'm gonna do is select all. I like to have a vertical track layout, track panel. It's there. It's got. Yeah, see how we're redlining right here. But let's just highlight 3, all of them except for the sample. I've got mine set up to where the clip gain is right here in the middle. All I gotta do is grab it and do what I want. That's better. I'm gonna, compress and mix the shit out of these. They're gonna add a lot of volume. If it adds too much gain, I found going in, I would try to stick with the -18, -12 bullshit they always say. It's that simple. Nothing else. Let's just get the drums. See where we is. Got a lot of drums. Yeah, that's quite a lot. It's tom down. I like my kicks all down at one end, kick, snare, toms, then all the hi-hats. Factory. Highlight what I want. Control X on my system. You can set it up however you Reaper, which is awesome. The key commands are what make Reaper awesome. Make all those purple. Put them all in one big bus. Single out shell. Obviously. Kick, snare, and toms. Overhead in one. Rooms in one. That's Thing is correct. Yep. Showed up. And we can start with the panning and shit like that here in a minute. Go ahead and finish bussing this. Let's do it from the track view. That way you can see the pretty colors. And there goes my Okie accent. Let's get all the bass. Like them to be. Caution. Totally trash your whole mix with the bass. Or make it totally make people move. It's a very cautionary thing. Low bus. Let's go ahead. Moving along. Got a lot of guitars here. Let's see. That'll be the sound. It's all guitar one. Make a bus. Can't better than. I know a few mics that are. Sorry, Mike. Put all these DIs together. This good. Go ahead. Those will be the main guitar. Those. And of course, everyone has their own colors. It's preference. Yeah. Just a weird. Go back to track view. Got the 2DIs. 3. Wow. Gonna be lots of guitar in this one. These look like leads, kinda. Strange leads. Bring those down. Like synth. I dig it. Alright. 3DI. It's gonna mute those for now until we pick M sounds. This vote.
They keep on working.
Same vote. It's doubled.
They keep on working. Still out, but no one's talking.
Down just about 3. It's a tiny bit. Makes it easier on the compression later.
They keep on working.
And this view of these waves is not representative to their volume. It's just how I like to have my Reaper set up. Change this view 1,000 ways. Everybody different. Some double tracking here.
I'm not feeling like I am here. I'm not feeling like I should.
Yeah, most of these tracks are pretty much always already gain staged. I'm just from personal experience and setting it up how I like it.
Not feeling.
And these DAWs, if it's recorded well, you'll never have a problem making it loud. Anyone, if you're struggling with getting your mixes loud, you're doing something terribly wrong. For me, it's trying to get it all to fit in that speaker that's the problem.
Not feeling like.
That's the magic. Well, and getting it to translate to where it sounds good to everybody.
Stranger in my own world.
I figure that out, I'll be rich.
Stranger in my own world. I can feel it all around me.
Yeah, totally. Okay, sorry, getting sidetracked here. Let's put leads together. Green money. We all know vocals are the bank. I get mad. Put a whole background vocal.
I can feel it all around.
Done so.
I can feel it all around me. I can feel it all around me. I can feel it all around me. I can feel it all around me.
Yeah, those overheads are all stereo, which, except for the hi-hats, of course, which I'll have to do some investigating on pan law and do some testing on that, see how I want to get that set up. I do know on one pan law thing that I like to do is on the full kit, I right click the pan, set it to stereo pan, set the width to 90. That way my drum track, its width, just bring it in a tiny bit, and it helps those guitars on the sides really come through. And it won't show much because I haven't even started mixing this yet. But when we get those guitars loud and get everything pumping up closest to zero as we could possibly get without killing the mastering engineer, then you'll definitely be able to tell the difference with that tiny little 10%. And you can already hear it in those guitars. It just brings the cymbals in a tiny bit to get them out of the way of those hard pan left and right guys. Alright, well, that was the static mix and getting everything set up. It's how I roll. I'm going to finish mixing this song and get something up on my website. Been kind of, like I said, super busy with just tracking bands and haven't had time to actually do the learning part in a few weeks. Time to get back to it. And I also have the same band that I've been working with coming this weekend, and I'm kind of talking to another one about tracking them. It's just tracking schedules and stuff like that is really tough. But if you have an idea, get with me. Get knocked out.